بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا وحبيبنا وشفيعنا وسندنا ومولانا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما كثيرا. ما بعد، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. اللهم لا تكلني إلى نفسي طرفة عين ولا أقل من ذلك. We praise and thank you to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the creator of the heavens, the creator of the earth, the creator of what is beyond the heavens, the creator of what is between heaven and earth, and Allah Jalla wa Ala created what is beneath the earth. We put salawat and salam on our master, our leader, our example, the Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. We put salawat upon his companions and all those who follow him until the day of Qiyamah. عن أنس بن مالك رضي الله عنه قال كان رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم إذا دخل رجب قال اللهم بارك لنا في رجب وشعبان وبلغنا رمضان. A very famous hadith and a famous dua that all of us are familiar with. That Allah brought us blessings in the month of Rajab and in the month of Sha'ban, and Ya Allah, make us all witness and experience and live through the month of Ramadan. And what this hadith also does, or what this dua does, and hence we are encouraged to do this regularly now, besides asking Allah Ta'ala for His blessings, it creates a consciousness. It creates a reminder that we are on the doorstep of the glorious month of Ramadan. We are on the doorstep of the great month of Ramadan, which is a month of favor, a month of grace, a month of blessings, and a month of mercy from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The hadith which I quoted places much emphasis on asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for barakah. What is barakah? Barakah is thubutul khair fi shay wa tutlaqu ala an-nama wa ziyada. In a very short ta'arif and definition, barakah is to have goodness in something. And it is used also for that in which there is an increase of goodness. For example, and why am I explaining this? Because in this hadith we are asking Allah Ta'ala, Ya Allah, bless us. So it's important for us to know what are we asking for when we're asking Allah, Ya Allah, bless us. Our Allah, the conditions that you place upon us, whether it is good or bad, let goodness be in there for us. And also ziyada fi shay. There's an increase in something. For example, a person in whose life is barakah. He goes to the shop with a 200 rand. And he buys an X amount of food. The other person goes to the shop with 300 rand. And he buys an amount of food. But the person who bought less food, that food stretches further. It's enough for 2-3 people, or 3 or 4 people. Whereas the person that bought food with a higher value does not suffice that 2 to 3 people. So the money stretches. Or suddenly you get to the shop and some of the things that you need to buy as of special. So something that was 50 rand is making out 38 rand. And you save a few rand here, and you save a few rand there, and you see that your money stretches. That is a sign for the barakah there. Barakah in our time. If we look at the scholars that came before us, the times of the past, they could do so much. Scholars would write, one of the books would be an encyclopedia. One of the books would be an encyclopedia. That's one of the books. In today's time, it takes a few professors to work on one encyclopedia. And that is a lifetime work. Because Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, in the past, there was a barakah and increase. So that's the first Jumu'ah in the new Gregorian calendar. Last week, the end of the year. So we answer Ramadan. We, on our back, we shouted them. Barakah and Ya Allah, Barakah in the new year. Agar we answer Ramadan. Agar we answer Ramadan. Barakah and every minute that passes, there is no way that we can get it back. Every day that passes us is the part of our life that has passed. So let us value time, let us respect time, and let us prioritize to that which is important. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَلَوْ أَنَّ أَهْلَ الْقُرَىٰ آمَنُوا وَاتَّقَوْا لَفَتَحْنَا عَلَيْهِمْ بَرَكَاتٍ مِنَ السَّمَاءِ وَالْأَرْضِ. Referring to a specific group of people to whom Allah Ta'ala had sent His messengers with the message of La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah, that if only they had believed in Allah and they had feared Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, لَفَتَحْنَا عَلَيْهِمْ, that we would have opened for them, we have sent upon them barakah from the sama, from the heavens, and the barakah from the earth. And from this verse we derive that extremely important when seeking the blessings from Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, which we all are seeking all the time, is our obedience to Allah. Because the barakah that we are seeking is influenced by our ta'atullah wa ta'atu rasulihi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. The barakah that we are making dua for, the barakah that we are seeking in our lives, it is directly linked to our obedience to Allah, and that of the Nabi alayhi salatu wa salam. I wish to share with you one of the beautiful qisas regarding the Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam and Baraqah. How Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has extended the blessings in something. On the day of Khandaq, the battle of the trench, the Sahaba radiallahu anhu and the Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam, they came across a huge boulder. فَنَزَلَ عَلَيْهِ الصَّلَاةُ وَالسَّلَامُ, the Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam then descended and went into the trench. The Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam struck this huge boulder and it crumbled into sand. On this day, the Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was extremely hungry. And one of the companions saw the Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam in the state, and he went home to his wife and he inquired regarding cooking something for the Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam. As on this day, the Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam had a stone tied to his stomach in the extreme heat. This also shows to us that the Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam, his leadership qualities, he was there with the companions. He was not sitting at home giving duties to his companions to carry out. No, he was with his companions. He was next to them. When they were in need of him, he was there to support them. He was there to help them. And that is the spirit of Islam. And so the Sahaba radiallahu anhu, he goes home and his wife tells him that she has some lamb and bread. She will make some lamb food and she will make some bread. But she also tells the Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, she also tells her beloved husband, there's no time to go into the Arabic of the hadith, she tells him, do not embarrass me in front of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his companions. And what does she mean by that? Yes, not enough for everyone. Yes, only enough for the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So do not embarrass me in the sense that you bring so many people and we do not have enough food for everyone, because that would be an embarrassment. You know, when we invite people, then we like that they must be the best of food. When everyone is done eating, there must not be food left. And so he tells the Prophet, goes back and tells the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, whispers in his ear, O Prophet of Allah, that you are invited to my house to come and eat something. But the Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, as was his nature, being the Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he makes an announcement to all the companions. As I'm standing here, maybe my wife at home, she made some food for me and the family. It's a few people in the house. And now here I invited one brother perhaps, and the brother stands up and he says that Ya Jama'at Muslimin, the entire Thornton and the entire community has been invited to Munib's house. My wife was maybe listening to YouTube. She might even be house. Because so many people, it's only enough food for 3, 4, 5. Here you bring 50, 100 people to the house. How can you do this? So the Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam invites the entire, all the Sahaba radiallahu anhu. The Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam goes and he makes small groups, not overly crowded, small groups. But before that, he goes to the pot of food and he puts some of his saliva, his Mubarak saliva, in the food, blessing the food. Understand that everything of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam is a blessing. Sallallahu alaihi wasallam. is great. We take benefit from that. So the Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam adds some of his saliva into the spot of food. And he starts breaking the bread. And he adds meat to the bread. And the companions come in and they eat till they're full and they leave. And the second group comes in until everyone has eaten themselves full, alhamdulillah. They were hungry before, now their hunger, mashallah, they have been filled, they have been satisfied. The Sahabi in the Rashi says that when I opened the pot, it was the same amount of food before the companions and the Prophet ﷺ ate from the food. That is barakah. Maybe we won't experience the same level of barakah, but that is tawakkul in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In the same way, Jama'atul Muslimin, maybe something that we can practice. The Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says, طعام الاثنين كافي الثلاثة وطعام الثلاثة كافي الأربعة. Now we've heard this, maybe not the Arabic layoff, but the English we've heard this so many times from our parents. Van onze ou mense. As er genoeg kos is vir 2 mense, dan is er genoeg kos vir 3 mense. As er genoeg kos is vir 4 mense, then it's sufficient food for 4, for 5, for 6 people. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala puts barakah when we share that which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us. So this is barakah, Jama'atul Muslimin. When we are, and again a reminder, as we are going back to work, make sure that when we leave the house in the morning, that we have made our Fajr Salah. Whilst we are at work, let us make sure that we are in the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Even if we say for every hour, Subhanallah, or Alhamdulillah. This is how Allah ta'ala puts barakah in our rizq. Nothing is better. And this is how Allah ta'ala had intended for us. That the husband goes out and the husband goes and works and he earns. Today's time, life is expensive sometimes. Mommy and daddy must work. And it's halal rizq. Very important. And again here, we remember our elders, our grandparents in dua. They would have so many children, our great-grandparents. So many children they would have. Sometimes they would take on the neighbor's child also. Sometimes they would take on the brother's child also, perhaps the brother passed away. And it would be 9, 10, 11, 12 children in one small house. They would eat the simplest of food, but there would be enough for everyone. Everyone survives because of barakah, because of good intention. Maybe people live a lavish life, but they survive. Why is barakah? We reach out to rock. We will never reach poverty. We will never die of poverty. How much we need the basic quality? Or how much even the quality? But we will never die of poverty. We will never die of hunger. Allah will never allow that to be slaves, to be servants. Also, so the husband and the wife, they have to get on the halal is the deen Jama'atul Muslimin. And when the wife is cooking the food, yes, takeouts now and then, we like our takeouts, but the barakah is in that food, when the mother cooks the food, or the daddy cooks the food, or together they cook the food at home, and they sit around the table, and dhikr, subhanallah, alhamdulillah, wa la ilaha illallah, wallahu akbar is made, while that pot is being stirred. And when we sit around the table, and we all say Bismillah, and the father eats first, his food is dished first, out of respect towards the father, and together as a family eat, that is blessings, those are blessings from Allah Ta'ala, Jama'atul Muslimin. And we see that leading. We see them go live in our homes. The food is there. You eat when you want to eat. You eat when you want to eat. Yes, everyone has busy lives. Maybe the other day, at least one meal we should eat as a family. Supper perhaps eat as a family. Spend time with Makkah. These are the blessings, Jama'at al-Muslimin. These are the Islamic advices that will grant us richness in our lives. Because wealth, and we all are in need of wealth, is one thing. But to have that richness in our experiences, in the things that we do, is that gives us satisfaction, Jama'at al-Muslimin. Is that gives us happiness. Is when the husband and the wife, the mother, the mama and the papa, sitting with the children, and they're eating, and they are sharing their stories, and they are talking, and they are respectful. That is indeed a scene that is immense, it is great, it is beautiful. And that is how we keep our families together, Jama'at al-Muslimin. With these few words, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give barakah in our lives. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless us. These things might sound simple. It might sound, it's not necessary. You know, alhamdulillah, I have enough money. If I need something, I can just go and buy. But barakah is something else. And some people would say also that the quality of fruit that we are eating nowadays is not what it used to be before. It is modified, it is this, it is that. Maybe the barakah is less than what it used to be before. These are also signs of the hour. These are also a sign that we are, as a community, as a humanity, as a ummah, we are not doing what we are supposed to do. Here and there we are failing. But as individuals, Jama'at al-Muslimin, as a New Year's resolution, let us give more family time. Because this is very important as a family in Jama'at al-Muslimin. Every child needs his father at his side. Every child needs his mother at his side. Sometimes marriage does not work out perhaps. You know, we know sometimes things happen, and the mommy at the children goes to the mother, to the father, and sometimes a bitchy here, sometimes a bitchy there. Let us never keep the children away from our spouse. No matter what happens between the husband and the wife, never keep the child away as a punishment for the spouse. Because that child is missing out on so much. May Allah Ta'ala protect us. May Allah Ta'ala forgive us our shortcomings. May Allah Ta'ala put barakah for us in the month of Rajab, in the month of Sha'ban, and in the month of Ramadan. And may we all reap the benefits of our efforts in this month and next month in the month of Ramadan. It's a great month that is coming to Muslims. Soon we will be standing here for Salat Tarawih, and we know the condition. And the first thing that is for, there's a masjid standing out. Unfortunately. Now we can't speak for this one and for that one. But all of us, as we are sitting here, we know our condition. We know our heart. We know the level of our iman. It is my intention that this Ramadan is going to be my best Ramadan. And it starts today. It starts today. And Nabi Sallallahu encourages us to make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That this Ramadan I will be in the masjid for 30 nights of Salat Tarawih. So that I can at least listen. Last year someone said something and it really touched me. The person said, Munib, for the first time I listened to the entire Quran. Previous years I would miss a night here and a night there. So this is between the fear of the between book. But that person said that I listened to the entire Quran and it touched me so much. Jama'at al-Muslimin, these are the things that's going to put nur in our graves. So may Allah Ta'ala
grant us the health, grant us the understanding, and to make this year for all of us, inshallah, the best year of our lives. Let us work so that this Ramadan can be the best Ramadan. Ameen ya Rabbal Alameen. Jama'at Muslimin, we have been asked to make dua. Our brother that passed away 100 days ago, Brother Rajab Wilson, was a young man. He was 30 years old, and this brother passed away 3 days after he got married. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant him a place in Jannah. We have been requested to make dua for him for his 100 days, one and a half. May Allah ta'ala grant him a place in Jannah. The wife that he left behind, may Allah ta'ala give her a grant of patience and make it easy for the family. And then also there will be a protest in support of Palestine today, which is the 3rd of January, and this will take place from 5 p.m. until 6 p.m. on the corner of Mulna and Cliftontail Road, just outside the Red Cross Hospital, inshallah. It's a protest in support of Palestine. Let us try to attend if you are able to do so. And then also the collection last week was 6,230 rand. 6,230 rand. And as always, we thank the Jumu'ah for the generous support. May Allah Ta'ala reward you. May Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala keep away all balas and all difficulties from you. And may Allah Ta'ala grant all of us goodness in this life and goodness in the year after. Wa akhir da'wana and alhamdulillah. Okay, we fill the gaps. It's quite hot outside, so we try to accommodate as many inside as possible. It would make it very easier when we come to the masjid that we fill from the front. We fill from the front. We know that there are a few people perhaps with back aches and back problems that need to lean against something. But for most of us, we just try to fill from the front, inshallah, as the Baraqah. Inshallah. Allah grant us understanding.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. أشهد أن محمد رسول الله. حي على الصلاة. حي على الصلاة. حي على الفلاح. حي على الفلاح. الله أكبر، الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله.
إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله. إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له واشهد ان لا اله الا الله وحده لا شريك له واشهد ان محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وعلى اله وصحبه وسلم تسليما كثيرا. اما بعد ايها الناس اوصيكم ونفسي بتقوى الله عز وجل. قال جل وعلا بعد اعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. وقال الله تعالى فلو أن أهل القرى آمنوا واتقوا لفتحنا عليهم بركات من السماء والأرض عن أنس بن مالك رضي الله عنه قال قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم اللهم بارك لنا في رجب وشعبان وبلغنا رمضان. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين والمسلمات والمؤمنين والمؤمنات فاستغفروا من كل ذنب إنه هو الغفور الرحيم.
اللهم صل وسلم زد وعلم وتفضل وبارك بجلالك وكمالك على زين عبادك وأشرف العباد سيدنا ونبينا ومولانا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم ورضي الله تبارك وتعالى عن كل صحابة أجمعين.
الحمد لله حمدا يوافي نعمه ويكافئ مزيد. اللهم لك الحمد كما ينبغي لجلال وجهك وعظيم سلطانك سبحانه لا نحصي ثناء عليك أنت كما أثنيت على نفسك. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما كثيرا. أما بعد، قال الله تعالى يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم إن زلزلة الساعة شيء عظيم يوم ترونها تذهل كل مرضعة عما أرضعت وتضع كل ذات حمل حملها وترى الناس سكارى وما هم بسكارى ولكن عذاب الله شديد. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد وصحبه وسلم. قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم أرحم أمتي بأمتي أبو بكر وأشدهم في أمر الله عمر وأصدقهم حياء عثمان وأقضاهم علي وفاطمة سيدة نساء أهل الجنة والحسن والحسين سيدا شباب أهل الجنة وحمزة أسد الله وأسد رسوله رضي الله عنهم. اللهم أعز الإسلام والمسلمين اللهم أعز الإسلام والمسلمين اللهم أعز الإسلام والمسلمين. اللهم انصر المسلمين في فلسطين اللهم انصر المسلمين في فلسطين اللهم انصر المجاهدين المظلومين في فلسطين وفي كل مكان. اللهم حرر مسجد الأقصى المبارك اللهم حرر مسجد الأقصى المبارك اللهم حرر مسجد الأقصى المبارك برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم اغفر للمؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات الأحياء منهم والأموات برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. عباد الله يرحمكم الله. إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون. فاذكروني أذكركم واشكروا لي ولا تكفرون. أقم الصلاة.
الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. حي على السلام حي على الفلاح قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة. الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ألم تر كيف فعل ربك بأصحاب الفيل ألم يجعل كيدهم في تضليل وأرسل عليهم طيرا أبابيل ترميهم بحجارة من السبيل فجعلهم كعصف مأكول. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. استغفر الله العظيم. استغفر الله العظيم. استغفر الله العظيم. التواب الرحيم الذي لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم ونتوب إليه ونسألك توبة ومغفرة وهداية إنك أنت التواب الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. اللهم اغفر للمؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات الأحياء والأموات برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم اغفر لهم وارحمهم وسكنهم في الجنة. اللهم اغفر لهم وارحمهم وسكنهم في الجنة. اللهم اغفر لهم وارحمهم وسكنهم في الجنة. اللهم اغفر أهل القبور من المؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات ارفع لهم الدرجات وكفر عنهم السيئات يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم اشف مرضانا وارحم موتانا وتول أمرنا واحفظ أولادنا واستر عيوبنا وطهر قلوبنا واغفر من الصالحات أعمالنا يا كريم. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا واغفر لنا فإنك أنت التواب الرحيم. قال الله تعالى في شأن حبيبه إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد وأصحابه وبارك وسلم على إن أولياء الله لا خوف عليهم ولا هم يحزنون الذين آمنوا وكانوا يتقون بفضلك دعواهم يا
ثم تحية في السلام ثم الحمد لله رب العالمين.